Here's what I believe about burnout for HR and for people in the medical field, since that's where we talk about it a lot. I believe there's 3 components to burnout, and I haven't evolved all of the research in this, but the first place is we are more stressed from our stories than our realities. So you have to be just a seeker of the truth. The truth will set you free. You have to be a zealot for really questioning all your thinking, because if you're in pain, I guarantee you're believing something untrue. Okay? So our stories are a big part of our burnout. The second part of our burnout is our lack of skillfulness. So the jobs have gotten big and we think the jobs are too big, but what we don't realize is that if we got more skillful, we could move through the jobs differently. And so it's the difference between like swimming through mud and walking through air. So when people are burned out, one of the places they don't look is you haven't updated your skill set. The final place is that these jobs have gotten too big. I hear that in the medical field a lot. And with the electronic health record, these jobs have gotten too big. Now, I think that we can teach them good mental processes, and that will ease up the story. We can teach them skills, and they can teach themselves skills. This other component that we don't often think about is so many times we're playing defense that we're trying to get out of work. And really sometimes the antidote to fatigue is getting wholehearted into work. Now this sounds crazy, but think about you're dead tired. Like this happened to me, I'll just tell the first story. I'm dead tired, we're doing this ERP project and I'm like working 18 hours a day and it's just crazy. I drive home and I actually know how many footsteps there are between my car and my couch. That's a bad sign, folks. They're 54. Right? That's just a bad sign. I'm like, okay, I gotta park my car. I just have to walk 54 steps. I get to my cuddly blanket and fall asleep. And I hope my kids don't need anything. I literally would leave milk on the bottom shelf and cereal bowls on the floor like they were cats that could serve themselves. Like, I was so tired, right? I come in and I drive up and I see a corn stalk growing out of my front garden. Now, I'm very competitive with my neighbors and I love gardening. So I'm like, God dang it. I gotta go get that out. As people drive by, there's still 2 hours of daylight. They're gonna see that. So I go and pull that out. 3 hours later, I'm in my work clothes. I've weeded my whole front gardens and my fatigue is gone. What happened to my fatigue? It dissipated. Why? I got wholehearted in the zone. Now you gotta practice being in the zone because there's this unlimited energy force that you can only touch. Like I do transcendental meditation, and when you transcend and you touch into this huge lake of like, you pop into it and you just go exalted energy. When you're individual, your energy will dry up quickly. When you get wholehearted and tap into that zone, you tap into a greater energy force. And so I think that people cut themselves off from their own energy source. I believe that we've got our jobs to do, the HR stuff. I believe that we've got some service to do in our communities or in the greater place. I believe that we have teaching to do, and I believe that we have study to do. We've got to be involved in the research and the real stuff. When we get busy, we give up reading and research. We don't even get our CEUs in. Like we're worried about losing our certification. And then we give up service to our communities. And then we give up teaching others. We just can't take an intern and we can't preceptor and because gosh dang it, we got to do these jobs. So there's an energy cycle. If I can't write, I have writer's block, it's because I haven't read enough and I haven't taught enough and I haven't been exposed enough. When we get overwhelmed, we cut our contacts with the outside worlds, and our ego gets us more narrow. I'm gonna just sit here, I'm gonna cancel all my appointments, I'm just gonna think as if I could solve this. What I need to do when I'm feeling stuck is I'm doing too much, I need to crowdsource. I need to ask for help early and often. I need to look up and out and just pull in every resource I have and not focus on getting the work done, but focus on finding a breakthrough on how we can get the work done where I don't have to do it.